Hi, my name is Marlene and welcome to my channel Colorful Growth. I am a makeup newbie, but I am diving in and enjoying and having fun playing with makeup and sharing with you. Today I wanted to review one of my makeup inspiration's latest releases. Angelica Nyqvist has been an inspiration to me, being a slight, how can we say this in the politest terms? A slightly older makeup YouTuber that does very bold, colorful makeup looks, and she embraces the boldness with such elegance and beauty. She was the catalyst for me starting to play with makeup and removing that fear of starting so late in life. Today I wanted to review her full brand, Singe Beauty. She recently came out with the Galactic Visitor palette. But for those of you who don't know, she first launched her brand, which was not too long ago, it was probably like a year ago. She started out with brushes, and hands down, I'm not being biased here, they are my favorite brushes. I have a set of Sigma brushes and a couple other brand brushes that I sometimes will go to if my Singe Beauty brushes aren't the cleanest. But honestly, the Singe Beauty brushes have made it very effortless for me to apply makeup, especially the eye brushes. Those are hands down my favorites. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So I recently bought a backup set for my existing set of brushes. There are 7 brushes that come in this collection, varying from different thicknesses. The bristles are so soft, and like I said, they just apply eyeshadow so beautifully. And I feel like she gives you a little bit of everything to play with different sizes. The EO3 is one of my favorites, along with the EO7 and the EO5. Hands down, my favorite eyeshadow brushes. She also has a set of 7 face brushes. These ones, I'm still learning how to work with my complexion products, so they don't make too much of a difference right now with my application of my makeup. I'm still learning how to get that flawless base, so I still haven't found brushes and things that I have a preference over others, because like I said, I don't really know if I'm doing things right, but I'm trying. But hands down with complexion, one of my favorites is her little beauty Poof here. It is so much significantly softer than all the other beauty sponges that I do have. Just look at the bounce on that. I really love this. It has made applying foundation so much easier for me. She also has this little beauty Poof for like powder application. I'm going to use that in a little bit because I haven't set anything or mattified anything. Then the next products she really switched I have yet to play with, but I'm excited, are her brand of Evocative silk blushes. They come in 4 colors. So you can see the packaging is very cute. 4 very beautiful colors. We have the color Riveting Rhubarb. Let me swatch that out for you. It is so silky feeling. I can't wait to put this on my face. Like I said, I haven't used them yet, but I think they're meant to work on a variety of skin tones, so I'm very excited to see how the pigment on this looks. And it has a bit of a shine to it. This one is Persistent Persimmon. The shine on that doesn't really come off on my arm swatches, but it really does come off on my fingers here. I think that is just such a pretty finish on that. And we have Timid Tomato. Apologies for the bandage, it's kind of gross. Then we have Risky Raisin. The finishes on these are so beautiful. Persistent Persimmon, Riveting Rhubarb, Timid Timid Tomato, and Risky Raisin. Let's see, which ones do I want to use? I kind of want to play with both of these. I'm going to use the Riveting Rhubarb and the Timid Tomato. I'm going to try to mattify some of this shine. So I didn't do too much, but just enough so I'm not like a huge glaring shine. But I'm going to do I'm going to start off with the Riveting Rhubarb, and I'm going to try to do that on the top, and then I'm going to do the Timid Tomato kind of underneath, just to kind of give myself a little bit of shape there. I think I might have done too much, but we'll even it out a little, but that is a very pretty finish. Now I'm going to go in with the Timid Tomato and kind of just darken it up a little under here. And then we'll blend it in just a little bit. You can see there's a little bit of that glow and shine to the cheek without having like a glittery finish to it. It's just a nice satiny soft shine. I used the FO5 to apply that. I don't know if I'm using them correctly, but that's what I used. Top of brushes and blushes and the new eyeshadow palette, which we will get to soon. She also released 2 bags that at first I didn't think I needed or wanted, but then I traveled once and I needed a bag to put stuff in and organize, and I wanted to take a little bit of my makeup stuff so I could start playing with it on trips. So while I'm actually having some downtime and I'm actually able to enjoy makeup, I wanted to be able to pack some so I could play with it on my trip. But I didn't have any bags to like organize stuff, so then when I purchased my backup brushes, I just gave in and bought the bags. So let me show you what the bags look like. There are 2 different bags. There's this little one, and then there's this bigger one here. So 2 different size bags. They have little compartments here to organize your products. A nice little zipper bag so you can put maybe brushes in here. And then you got all this space right here to put anything you need, toiletries, whatever. And then you have one more big pocket in here to organize stuff in. And of course the little zipper pouch pops up, so there's a little bit of space under there too. And the whole little thing zips up and it has a little handle on it, and of course the little fabric on the outside is super soft and fluffy. I really like the texture of this. And it's got her Singe Beauty badging on here in this nice little metallic tab here. The smaller of the pouches also has the little zipper pouch here in the middle for you to be able to put a couple brushes and keep them nice and safe from damage. Same design here, 2 little pouches on one side for you to store stuff in there, and then 1 larger pouch on the other side. Same detached little pouch here so that you can have extra storage underneath. And then this one has its own little cute handle too, so you can carry it with. And so I really love this fluffy material if you're like me, and like even like my clothes should just be soft and like non-irritating. So when I have something like this, I just like I can't stop touching it and playing with it. So yeah, on top of brushes, she's got the 2 little bags that I think if you travel a lot with and you want to keep your makeup brushes safe, The little zip pouches in the center of these are very cool to have. Alright, let's start playing with the palette because I'm very excited to play with this. When I heard she was releasing a palette, I was so excited. I really wanted to see what color story she would come out with. And I know she always mentions about having smaller palettes with enough eyeshadows that you can make complete looks with just the one palette. And I think she did a wonderful job picking colors that go good together and that you can create many different looks with just the one palette. You have enough light shadows in here for like inner creases and enough dark shadows to make bold statements with. So looking at the color story, I say great job, and I can see that she's been obsessed with like mint colors, so she made sure to include a mint color in that, which is very cool. The ones that are really calling out to me is this blue here and then these two up here, so I think I want to play with the blue eyeshadows, but first we're going to prime our eyelids. So Angelica is the one that exposed me to these Sigma eyeshadow primer pens. I have the color Ignite. This makes eyeshadow application so easy, and I do have hooded eyelids here and I don't experience any creasing with a lot of the eyeshadows I use. I mean, I'm sure there have been a couple formulas where it does crease, but I think that's more the eyeshadow formula than this. But this just makes blending and everything super easy and super smooth, so I'm really glad that she turned me on to this eyeshadow primer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and prime my lids, and I'll be back and we'll swatch out the entire palette and then we will start playing with the eyeshadows. Alright, eyelids are primed. Let's start with the swatches. I'm not the greatest at swatches, so do be patient with me, but I'm going to start with the row up here and then continue downwards this way. So starting with Encounter, I think this is more of what you would call a topper because it does have a sheerness to it. It does have this very beautiful like light periwinkle base to it with a little bit of some teal sparkles to it. At least that's what I see. And this is Orbit. Ooh. And then Milky Way is this very, very, very pretty metallic, I think this is what you would call a hollow. It is just super pretty. I think I'm gonna have to play with that somehow. So far I'm liking like these two colors, the Orbit and the Milky Way. Then we have Eclipse, which is a matte black. So that is the first row at the bottom. Encounter, Orbit, Milky Way, and Eclipse. And we have Saucer, the mint color. Ooh. That one is fun. It's very different from anything I currently have, so I'm very excited to have this one. Then we have Beam. Believe. This row so far is just super gorgeous. We have Infinity. That's a very beautiful, gorgeous row right there. Just like these two go so well together. Like it really has a lot of that mintiness to it still too. And we have Space Dust, this gold color right here. Oh, that was so smooth. And we have Soul, this very Singe Beauty Brand on brand yellow right here. There we go. Then we have Hoodoos. It's beautiful peach color. Cowgirl with matte brown. See, every row is just kind of like you could use all these in one eyeshadow look, and I really like the combination of the peach, the brown, and the yellow and the gold. It's making me change my mind about using the blue row because this one is just so beautiful laid out together. So I think I might be changing my mind and doing a look with these ones. That is Wee. It's like this pale tan nudie color. Come. In. Peace. We come in peace. That's so cute. So I'm going to go full in with that gold, peach, brown, yellow color scheme and do that as my eye look for today. Using Singe Beauty brushes, of course, so I think I'm going to start with the yellow on the inside here. That is the yellow color applied so far. Now I'm going to go in with the peachy color on the outside, and I have been using the E03 just because it's my favorite for distributing large amounts of eyeshadow on my eyelids. Like I said, I'm not too sure if I'm using everything correctly. It's just what's been easiest for me. I just pick up, play, and go. Ooh, this color is super pretty. I'm going in with an E06 and I'm going to go in with the brown color Cowgirl, and I'm just going to put that in my crease here. And to blend everything in on top, go in with the color Wee and even that out top here. And I'm just gonna put space dust right in the middle here just to color all of the uneven blendingness up. I'm gonna go underneath with the yellow color here. And with the brown. I'm gonna go in with my Half Magic Flick Eraser to clean a little bit of that off. I'm going to do the color Come on the inner corner here. And then the color Space Dust I'm going to put on the center of my bottom lash line. I'm just gonna do a little bit more mattifying, put on some eyeliner and some mascara, and then we'll be back with the finished look. And this is my finished look. I just put on the Donnie Darkowitz and Blend Bunny lip liner and lip gloss. If you haven't picked up this lip gloss, you are sleeping on it. It is such a nice formula. On its own, it looks beautiful, but with the lip liner, it just complements it so well. The applicator is very cool. It's like this fluffy, but like also plastic silicone spatula. Like I said, that color is just so beautiful and very complimentary, I think, to any lip color. The lip liner as well is a very pretty color that shears out, and it is such a smooth formula. Like, it just blends so easy on the lips. So from being that dark to just looking this nice and natural on my lips, it is so cool. Finishing thoughts on the eyeshadow. I feel like the yellow did pick up a little bit of my dry spots here, but that could just be user error or my skin care routine not being on par right now. My skin is a little dry. I do have a little bit of dry patches on my nose as well, but I do very much look forward to playing with this eyeshadow palette again, and I can't wait to see what else Angie has in store for us. I think it would be very cool if her next release was a lip product. I'm very curious to see her take on what her perfect lip product would be, and what her take would be on what lip product would be universally flattering on most people, because I know she does take that into consideration, if a product being able to be used across different skin tones and different skin types. So that would be very cool. What do you think her next makeup launch might be? Overall, I love the brand. The brushes, the blushes, I think they kind of settle in my pores, but that could just be a little bit of playing with. And like I said, this one too, I need to play a little bit more with it to form my thoughts on it. But just for reference, my favorite eyeshadow formulas are the Unearthly, the Blend Bunny, and the Bella Beauté Bar formulas. Like the yellow in the Bella Beauté Bar Poison Garden palette is hands down my favorite yellow. And it didn't pick up on the texture, so like I said, I just want to play with this more, maybe when my skin's not so dry, and give it another shot and play with some of those blues. I really want to play with some of those blues. Thank you for joining me in this video. If you watched all the way through, thank you. I appreciate you. Hope to see you guys again in another video. Bye. Take care.